Wake up, pour it strong, Farmer Jim, let's get it on. Fields are rolling, skies are blue, weekend morning farm life crew. Coffee's hot and crops are growing, tune on in, you know what's going. 9 to 11, don't be late, we're working the land and feeling great.
Hey, what's growing on, everyone? How we doing today? Good morning. Hope everyone's having an amazing weekend. Farming Simulator and Giant Software had a busy week. I had a problem keeping up with everything they had going on. But let's get into it. Let's find out what's growing on with Farming Simulator. If I missed anything, you guys be sure to fill me in. Let me know. We're still waiting for from Steel Shade's Life Phase In the second quarter, 26. Now, they did release information about a DLC coming at the end of the month. I don't think that's the big thing, though. I mean, it is huge. I mean, it brings us a new manufacturer and 12 new machines, but I think there's something more. I think there's going to be hidden updates, but that's just my guess. I could be completely wrong. It's happened before, not too often. But Friday, June 5th, Farming Simulator posted a video on YouTube of the May 2026 Mod Spotlight review featuring Glen PLD Front, 3 Maria's Farm, Jacto Uniport 4530, Alpalego D-Max 800 rubber seating units, and the Alpalego Air Boost AB2 series. I looked through some of those, and I've been looking for another map just to play on off stream and everything. And that Maria's didn't look too bad. I got to look more into that. But if you want to go to the Farming Simulator's YouTube page, check out that Mod Spotlight for May. They have some pretty good modders on there. They also released a fact sheet Friday of the new Sky equipment we was just talking about from the Farming Simulator blog post about 2 out of the 2 pieces of equipment that we're supposed to get expected on June 30th with the Sky Agricultural Pack. It's the Progress P50, the 3-meter power harrow and seeder, and the X50 Econov fertilizer spreader. So we're getting a couple new fert spreaders and seeders and stuff with the new manufacturer. You can get that DLC. You can pre-order it now and save 10%. I think it's on Steam as well, saving 10%. But June 30th, you're going to pay 10% more. Unless you got the Year 2 Season Pass, it's going to be included in that as well. Thursday, June 4th, Farming Simulator posted on their socials about FarmCon 26, August 1st and 2nd at Volvo, Con of Germany, and the first look at what's next. So they're going to get their first look. And that little picture there is actually on one of the DLCs. I'll go over that here in a little bit. They've already mentioned that the mags, and that we may be getting some new Volvo equipment. They mentioned that in their live stream, but failed to give away any more details from their live stream. Wednesday, June 3rd, they posted about the Farming Simulator posted on their social medias about the Case IH Steiger 715 quad track. You can get basically a die-cast model. And I was actually looking over this, and you get a Farming Simulator DLC code for the Steiger 715 quad track, the black one. There's already one for the introductory. It's a red one though. it's been covered a few times, and this one was covered about 4 months ago by a couple content creators. So it's been out. There was some controversy over it when they posted this. They posted it to their Facebook, and I was reading some of the comments. It says that Giants forgot again about the U.S. Market. I don't know if they meant they forgot to mention us, but Giants probably don't know what's on our Amazon or what link to share, so they can only market what they have. But I'm going to tell you that you can find this Quadtrac 715 on the United States Amazon. Just go to Amazon.com, type in Farming Simulator 25. You're going to go through all their stuff there that they have, and you're going to see this. I think it's ERTL brought it, but it is available, and I've been considering getting it just to have it and look at it and maybe do an unboxing of it. That'd be pretty neat. That was on June 3rd. And then Tuesday, June 2nd is when Giants, they'd done a press release on the Sky Agricultural and its debut in the Farming Simulator series. The French manufacturer is announced as the next brand in the Farming Simulator series, followed by an array of social media posts about the next DLC. So this really blew up. Then they did a blog post. This has been very well covered. Everyone is aware that there's 12 new machines pre-ordered before June 30th. We was just talking about that. 10 for the year, 10% off. I think it's like $9. It's not bad. But if you got the Season 2, Year 2 Season Pass, it's going to be included in that. And you'll get that June 30th. Monday, June 1st, Farming Simulator posted on their socials about World Farmers Day. World Farmers Day is typically celebrated on May 14th. So I'm not sure if they're just running behind or what, but they posted that on June 1st. Then we're back on Friday, May 29th. Italy hosted its first official barnyard meetup on March 22nd. Alfalfa's headquarters in Almaceno, organized by community cultivator Matteo 710 and Alfalfa. So that was actually a pretty big one. I was looking over some of the notes on it and the blog post. It looked like a pretty big event. Looked like everybody had fun there. Wednesday, May 27th, more John Deere. Patch 1.19 come out. Remember, free content update number 6. Players receive new John Deere machines for free. 6-meter, the 6M series tractor, 623R front loader attachment, and V452R round baler. We played with those a little bit on a video that I'd done. It was pretty neat. Tuesday, May 26th, State of the Farm highlights. This is the live stream I was talking about. They released some information, but they withheld a lot of information. So they called it State of the Farm. I called it State of Confusion because everything they said was vague. And Wednesday, May 20th, Farming Simulator posted a social media about Sameo Ramos' video that he posted on YouTube, and it kind of foreshadowed some of the stuff they talked about in the State of the Farm, which was pretty interesting itself. Tuesday, May 19th, 2026, Farming Simulator has officially launched a Nintendo Switch on mobile devices, and I have yet to play check out they're supposed to have like little quests and stuff to do. I haven't got to do any of that. June 1st, I think they said they was going to start doing the monthly ones. They already had weekly challenges. So I do want to get into that, but I haven't been able to sit down long enough, and it's a little harder to play it on my phone. I can't drive. Somebody mentioned to me that you can get a controller for it for USB, but I don't know how that works with the phone and everything. So Wednesday, May 13th, Giant Software is having a little fun with the hype leading to next week's farming simulator release. That the marketing teams were, the millennials and the Gen Z marketing teams were competing to basically see which one was doing better about the release of the Farming Simulator 26. It was pretty interesting to see. They both had the goats. The Gen Z gave them little flowers and bows, and the baby goats, that is. So, just a way to hype things up. Basically what they're doing this week with the expansion here at the end of the month. Tuesday, May 12th. Big news from Giant Software. Fans for Nintendo Switch 2 Farming Simulator Signature Edition officially supports Mod Hub, which was huge. And that led to questions during the live stream whether mobile would get Mod Hub eventually. They didn't say it would, but they didn't say it wouldn't either. Like I said, a lot of that live stream was vague on the information they were giving out and what they was allowed to release. So, but there are different things we can expect. And that's what's been going on for the last month of Farming Simulator 25, Giant Software. You can watch and learn everything from Farming Simulator Giant Software posts and passes on all their social medias: YouTube, Discord, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, Blue Sky, X.com, and join their mailing list, or you can just subscribe here and we'll talk about everything that I find. And you're welcome to mention in the comments anything you find that I may have overlooked. But that's what's been growing on, everyone. And we'll talk more next week about that, what we find. As for the farm, I'm still on Carpathian Countryside. I plan on doing some mowing today. We're in the month of April. We got to check on the apple orchards. We got to check on the animals. Fields 8 and 29 need mowed. I'm going to do hay in one of them and silage in the other. I'm not real sure. I do plan on replanting alfalfa, because alfalfa is supposed to give you more yield on Carpathian Countryside, and it's one of the crops that's special to Carpathian Countryside, so we're going to do that. I don't know if it's going to be both 8 and 29. I'm going to take a look at those. I might plant corn. I'm considering that as well, and try to get another crop in there and do a crop rotation. And then once we harvest that, then get the alfalfa planted. We'll figure out what we need. I know I need corn and sunflowers for that pig food, but we got to start making money first. Let's check that out. Watch this. So we'll go over here to game time. Look at this. I'm negative $366, and that's not counting the mishap that we had last week with the building a chicken coop. Must have had it placed wrong. The fence wouldn't connect. I decided to take that loss. I didn't get that money back, so we do have a farm mishap, and we have a loan because of it. So there's a $15,000 loan. I'm negative $366. We got to start making money. I don't think we're going to do it today, though. Here we are. What is it? 5 a.m. Gotta see how old these cows are getting too. Well, let's go check on the chickens first, because I just fast forwarded a couple days. I remember it was March last week when you guys were here. I didn't do much to finish it up. I put the grass over there in that middle bunker like we talked about. Then and this is where we had problems putting the chickens, and I hope it don't conflict with anything. But like I said, I've been feeding them pretty steady, so. and it's empty again. Their health is already down. So you can only go like 1 or 2 days. I might have to increase the time already. I mean, they are producing, so we got to get these guys fed. I'm starving my chickens. That area might actually be a little big for the smallest chicken coop, but it's only going to be temporary, like we talked about last week. Just wanted to get something down for them to use. November we'll clear that base out, and I'll build a bigger one somewhere eventually. Because some of the bigger ones cost more. I've been taking care of the horses too. Cows don't look too bad. I just mixed them up some food the other day. They do have some straw. The daily riding goes down to 0 every day. So I don't know if that's actual days or how that works. But let's get these chickens some food. They're waiting. Then we can go over and check the orchard, see how it's doing. Because it looked like we had quite a bit of eggs for just 1 month. Not too bad anyway. The thing with this chicken coop, it don't hold much, but they go through it. So I might have to, I play on 4-day months right now. I might have to play on 6-day or something like that, just to keep them fed, keep the horses tended to. And we're just basically starting this farm too. Okay, so they took all of that. It filled it up. Let's go ahead and check on the orchard while we're up here. This is field 8. Remember, we put the orchard down in there. So I'll probably leave this one alfalfa, and this is just what we will mow and use for silage and hay and throughout the year. The other field, 29, I might do something with. I got plans for it. Might put animals on the back side of it. Let's see how this is doing. 1, 2, oh, wait, we got 3 pallets in a month. These pallets are 1,000 liters of apples. That's not too bad. Let's see how it looks on here. Compost. We're gonna have to go get some compost. Another thing I was looking at, I was looking around, seeing what else we could get into on this map. I went this way, and I was basically looking to see if I could get compost cheaper somewhere. So I found it on the prices, and I didn't see any buying, but I seen you could sell it, and it's a pretty good price. So I don't know how to make compost. So I started wondering about that, and I found this. Get a silo extend. It's probably silo extension. Maybe not. That's manure. Right there. Orchards and greenhouses that come with that mod. The compost silo. So I could actually put one of these back here. We don't have enough money, I know, but that's all I do is spend money. But we could actually put one of those back there. So what I'm thinking is if it takes manure, which I think it might. That's logical, isn't it? Manure only sells for 61. So what I'm thinking is we could almost triple the price of the manure by turning it into compost, and we could sell what we don't need. That's my thoughts anyway. But either way, we need compost right now, so I might have to take another loan. Go get some. Or I can sell some manure. Because I don't really want to take any more of a loan right now. Unless it's for an investment. I mean, I could sell the apples too, couldn't I? Yeah, let's do that. Let's sell the apples, and that way we'll keep the profits within itself, and we'll be able to take notes and see if it's actually making a profit, or the liquid dirt, the water, and the compost is all costing more than it's worth, which is what we don't know yet. And just selling the apples, buying the compost will help me keep track of that better. It's not using much liquid fertilizer. It's like 0.15, but it's still 0.15. So I don't know if I can hook this up to this or not. Never tried. Yeah, it can. Because I don't need that real big flatbed and haul it around. Just use this little one. I think I can get 3 pallets on there. It's got straps on it, so yeah, it'd be good. Technically, I think the cows have till next month. I think they're 11 months old. Let me check. Quick. Got some 5-month-olds. I thought I had 11-month-olds. Yeah. So next month they're going to start producing milk. We'll have to get them switched over. And we might buy more. I'd actually consider that an investment, so I'd actually put a loan in to get more cows, but we'll sell what we can. Like I said, remember in June we can sell them soybeans. That's when the price goes up. The price is going up right now, but we can get a little more if we just hold out a little bit longer. The soybeans are from when we first took over here, took over on this farm. We harvested those and we just put them in the silo. We decided we can hold on to them until we need the money. Guess what? We're needing money. But I still want to get a better price out of them. So we're going to sell these apples, and hopefully that puts us back in the positive, and hopefully it gives us enough for a couple bags of compost. Wait, why is it doing that? I don't think that's... There's something there. Huh. I don't know what would be on that. I've never used that. I might have to sell this, but I don't know what's invisible on there. Hey, this is the first glitch I ran into on this map. I can't get whatever it is. It seems to be just part of that. Well, I am going to have to get the big one. I'll do something with this one later. I'm definitely not going to be able to use it. Yeah, there's all kinds of collisions on it. Because I wasn't even near it, and that kind of pushed it to the side. So I don't know what's holding that up, but strange. I'll probably take this to a part of a map, because I don't know what's on it. I don't know if I sell it and then there'll be something just invisible on the map. But I'll probably take it to a part of the map that I'm not using, not going to use. Get rid of it. I'll mess with it later, see if I can fix it. And I'll let you guys know what was wrong. But it's not working right now, is it? And I still got my chicken cages on this. So I'd actually have to take it over to the shop. I think I have a shop here. Maybe I can take it down here. I've never used this one. That'll give us a chance to check this one out. Over here on this side, there's this ramp here. You don't have to take things up on the ramp. You can, this whole section here is actually encased. See, it shows up. Customize it. We'll go back to the bale trailer. It's not going to cost any more because I've already, it was already a bale trailer once, so I won't have to pay to switch it back either. So we'll go ahead and customize that for $0, which is good because I don't have $0. Actually, $0 is more than I have. I don't know how that works. So now we got the bale trailer, and I know this one's worked. We've used it before. The only other thing that we've used it for recently was the chickens, which is why we had the chicken transport mod on there. So we'll go ahead and get these apples. I don't think 3 pallets is too bad. I forget what we bought. Did we get 2 bags of compost? Or did we get 4? I think we got it 4. Almost. I think it'll stay on there. What do you think? Okay, now where do I take apples? We'll find that out. Transport company. Railroad, I don't want to take it to the railroad for a couple more dollars. Looks like transport company. I don't think it's too far. I think it's over by the shop. Yeah, it's over here. Thought it was. So we'll drive it over to there. And actually, it works out. And then we'll just stop right at the shop, pick up some more compost, bring it back. Hopefully we don't have to take a loan. Shouldn't. Look like, what, $11.49 per 1,000 liters. Look out, dog. That dog's got a wide range. His dog box, I did find it, is back there. But he's been in the house and everywhere, so I don't know how far that dog can go. He's all over the place. We'll pull in here and see where to sell this at. Hope you guys can hear me okay. I was having problems with the mic settings and other settings earlier. So it says transport companies are right here in the middle. I don't know where the sell point is. So that looks like root crop storage and stuff back there. I'm taking it. Down here. Yeah, I'm not real sure. I guess we'll drive through them and figure out on each. What's this? Oh, okay. That's like a warehouse. So I'll try the easier ones to get into. Such a long trailer. That was it. So we did make a little bit of money there. Gonna buy. Look, we're back on that positive side. So going into the second year here on this farm, still have yet to make a profit. I know the shop has bags of compost. Other than that, you can make it. So I'm not real sure if that's worth it or not. That's another thing we're gonna be finding out. Go down here to the big bags. On the bottom here, compost. We're gonna go ahead and get 4 more. That'd be $1,000. Remember, I had a problem picking these up last time, too. Alright, we'll get this back to the orchard. That'll take care of that. We found out the cows don't need switched until May into the milk production barn. Because I think them small ones are just, for the young ones, it's just like a breeding barn where you feed them TMR. I'm headed the wrong way. Gotta get turned around here. I have noticed a couple glitches in the road too, where the tires sink in. It's usually on the New Holland, right after across the tracks here. There's like a wear spot or something. I'm not real sure what it is. And it's not going to do it now, but the tires were sinking in part way and slowing everything way down. Other than that, I've been playing on Carpathian Countryside for over a month now, and haven't had too many issues with it. Overall, it's a fairly good map. I mean, I'm enjoying myself on it, and I'm still finding out things. I mean, I haven't done a lot of work on it, but I only play this one here on stream. Through the week, I don't have a lot of time to play, so I get to hang out with you guys and basically learn it together, because I'm still learning about Carpathian Countryside myself. So I hope you're not here for a full skill playthrough, because that's not me. Just gonna play a farm for fun and try to make a profit. Haven't managed that part yet. But I'm figuring once we get things filled up and once the cows start self-maintaining reproduction and get the pigs in there and get them reproducing, figure after that we'll start making a profit. Because I did a study on like Farming Simulator 22 on both cows and the pigs. The pigs was the worst. I think it took what, like 3 years before you made a profit on them. Oh, yeah, these go over there. I forgot. Oh, it took 2 of them. Maybe I was close enough. This trailer's a little bit big to be doing this with. So I was hoping to use that small one, but it's not working properly. Struggling here. There we go. So we're still 3,200 ahead. So we got enough compost and stuff in there for now. It produced about 3 pallets in about a month's time. We'll just let that go and keep an eye on it. We'll get ready. We'll get set up here and do some mowing. We're gonna mow this field and field 29. I'm gonna use one for silage. I bale the other one up for hay. We'll have to petter it and windrow it and everything. See, now that dog's way over there. Might use a different tractor. This one's about done. I don't have enough money to repair it yet. But we got a John Deere here and the Case IH260. Wonder which one's the more horsepower. I know the New Holland is my strongest tractor. New Holland I bought on sale. It was already half dead, but we're gonna lose a lot of horsepower. It's 359 right now, but it loses a lot of horsepower when it needs repaired, and it's already down in the red. What else did we have? We had the Case IH260. It's got 302. Then the John Deere 6R250. So they're about the same. Go ahead and use this Case. I think on this game, my nose itches for some reason. I think on this game, Case and New Holland's my favorite tractors. Which tractors do you guys like best? What brand? What's your go-to? I think Case actually owns New Holland. Alright, let's go to Field 8. We'll start with that one. This will be the second time ever we've mowed this field. It'll be the second time for field 29 as well. as we get more orchards down here, and I think I'll put the compost back here where we was talking about. Compost bunker, because we're gonna check on that too and see what all that entails. But as we get more orchards down here, I'll landscape us a little better, make it look good. I don't think I'm hurting for hay or silage right now, but we're going to get more cows at some point too. Probably next month, because we're going to be moving the younger one, the 11-month-old. They'll be a 12-month-old, then they'll start producing milk. So they'll have to be moved to the bigger production. So it's actually a production. Then we'll get to test that part of it and see how all that works. Hey, Farmer X, good to see you. Gotta get back to planting. What you planting? John Deere and Klaus. Appreciate you stopping in and saying hello this morning. That'll be it for this one, and then we'll jump right over to field 29. I'm going to show you my plans there as well. Actually, it's not so much as plans, it's just like a rough draft. It's kind of thinking ahead. There's the rye on the right. I forget if that's wheat or barley on the left here. Wheat. That means we got the barley in field 32. Up here is field 29. There's grass in it. This is the one we're gonna, as considering a rotation crop here. Might plant something else here. I don't know. I'll post to let you guys know. Yeah, I remember you said use a IRL farmer. Nice. My wife bought me a real small greenhouse just to play around with. I'm not a farmer. A couple years ago, I haven't even set it up this year. I haven't had time. I'm working like 3 jobs through the week. Not yet, but I'm planning on it. Applied at 2 other ones. But she bought me a greenhouse. And I had fun with it. I planted zucchinis. Dad taught me how to make zucchini bread. But this little spot behind me, that's field 29 as well. I didn't know that when I first got it. But if you click on that, it shows you all this is field 29. So I might get some animals in here. I mean, there's plenty of room there, quite a bit. So I'm thinking sheep and goats right now. I'm not real sure which way I'm leaning yet. Got to figure out which way the farm's going to go. What size are your greenhouses, Farmer X? I think mine's like a 5 foot by 15, 20 feet, maybe. I don't even know if it's that big. I think it's at least 15 feet. It's just one of them smaller ones you put in your backyard. That's where I got it now. Haven't done anything with it. Should have had it set up a while ago, but working so much through the week. This is our oats we planted. We got weeds here, don't we? Yeah. And I need to get those weeds out of there too. I didn't even put that on the agenda. I didn't realize that. I thought I looked at them. Either way, it's something that needs done. Yeah, 30 by 52. See, you got 2 of them. Yeah, you're busy. When I worked, I don't anymore, but when I worked in the mining industry, I worked for Buckeye Industrial Mining. I worked with a lot of farmers, and these truck drivers too. So, and it's terrible that we live in an economy that you have to do that, especially as a farmer. But it's getting that way everywhere. Yeah, this little section, first time I didn't even mow it. I didn't even know it was mine, so we're gonna go ahead and mow this. It's actually part of field 29 there. I'm not gonna go in and out of all them trees. I'm not gonna get that deep with it. Not just our government, it's all the governments. I don't know what the thinking is behind that. It's capitalistic greed, I think. That was over a decade ago that I was working in the mining industry, and it was that way then. And it was that way before as well. I was in the mining industry for a decade and a half. And it was that way the whole time I was there. Yeah, they want to control every aspect, and it don't work like that. I mean, they proved it in what the 40s? History does repeat itself, and it will. Hey, firm believer in that as well. You have to be. I mean, the proof is there. We're gonna tether. I think we'll just tether. What do you think? 29. I know, right? I got 3/4 of an acre here. I don't have no farm on it, but I enjoy mowing it in real life. Got on the mower before my son did. We got a new mower there last year, and he likes to get on there and just go to town on it. But I got on there and just relaxed yesterday. And I like mowing on this game as well. One of my favorite things to do is make silage. I'm scrolling on Facebook. A couple of those. Well, I follow a bunch of the farming simulator content creators on there as well, and they'll do a wide view of mowing or whatever, and I'll sit there and watch that even. Something just zen about it. You're right. On Farming Simulator 22, I've done like a corn silage. You have to use a forage harvester. When it's still green, but I don't think I've done it on Farming Simulator 25. I don't think I've ever had a forage harvester. I know it seemed to produce a lot more chaff in FS22 when you did the corn silage compared to the grass. So that's kind of why I wanted to replant alfalfa over here. I could imagine, especially with the Oh, your greenhouses are a lot bigger, but mine's just small, so every time I mow, stuff blows in because I gotta have, during the summer, everything's gotta be open, and the grass just starts growing everywhere in there, the weeds. So, and I don't even plant too much in there. You can't get too much in there. I do the cherry tomatoes and the potatoes and stuff. Like I said, I haven't done anything with it this year, but I should. I should get out there and I did green beans. Just playing a little bit, yeah. But yeah, weeds, I couldn't even imagine, especially on like an acre. Yeah, if I was a farmer, I don't think I'd be able to use any of that Roundup or herbicide either, just because of the reports on it. We'll get this windrowed up. We're gonna take this over to silage. Good old handful, and like I said, I got a real small greenhouse, and just pulling the grass and the weeds out of there, it's a little time consuming in an afternoon. I couldn't imagine a one or two the size that you have. There's 6 silage bunkers on this. These are adjustable on this side too. You can come over here, make it a convertible so you can actually see what you're doing in there. But this one I'm not using. I just got that parked in there. They're so big that I'm not going to produce that amount of silage yet. Last week we mowed field 5 and I got it all hauled. That was just 3 of them back here, the bunkers. Here's the other 3 right here. Field 5 we mowed last week, and I put it in there. I mean, it's a small. That's actually 136,000 liters. So, but I haven't even opened this one yet. I've been feeding the cows all winter with the bales that we started with. It's 100% fermented, so it's sitting there. I think that. Yeah, you can make this in a convertible too, so you can actually see what you're doing in there. I thought that was pretty neat. Like I said, I like the way this Carpathian Countryside set up. This huge farm you start with smaller equipment. That gives you a goal to start upgrading the equipment, which we have upgraded some of it, but as you can see from the beginning of the stream here, we's out of money. Selling them apples was the first thing I think we sold. We got soybeans that we got from field 6, I think it was, when we first got onto the farm. We're not going to use soybeans for anything. I'm still discovering things with this map. But field 8 up here, we're going to get it windrowed up, and it's going to go right in that. That's why I didn't smash that down or that middle one yet or anything. I'm going to put this right in there. I'd already planned for that. Then we're gonna, after we get it all cleaned up, gonna plant alfalfa in here. Gonna plant alfalfa here, even though the orchard's in back, because I think you can still drive on the alfalfa. Not real sure, but we're gonna find out. If not, I'm just gonna ruin part of it. Make a pathway down to our orchards, but I'm going to plant more orchards in here as well. See, I really thought Giants was gearing up to give us some orchards and start mentioning it, but they come in with that Sky agricultural pack. I'm still looking for them to add orchards. Just all the evidence is pointing to it, in my opinion. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong evidence. I've been wrong before, not too often now. The next time we mow this one, if alfalfa grows the same way at the same rate that grass does, it'll probably be around July or August. And I don't know about alfalfa, but I know grass, you can actually, if I was to cut this and leave it lay there, you could actually cut it again and it would essentially double. Then you could windrow it all up at the end of the year and have like 3 cuts laying there if you can do your first one early. Sometimes I'll use the steering assist, but I found on like a field like this, it just makes more sense to gradually make the lines instead of make like 2 headlands and then go in straight line in the middle of it. What kind of coffee am I drinking? So my son, he likes to come down. It started on my birthday one year, then Father's Day. He took me up Pittsburgh Allegheny Coffee Company and get some specialty coffees, because a couple years before that they got me a bean grinder for Christmas one year, and so then my other son bought me some Brooklyn's Finest coffee beans. He said he found them on Amazon, so I bought them for a while, but my oldest one took me up the Pittsburgh Allegheny Coffee Company. This time, last time I got Brazil, I got another bag of it. It's like 1 pound bag. It's pretty expensive, but coffee's pretty expensive anywhere now. It's really good. I don't know how to explain the Brazil. It's like a mild, it's almost a morning blend. Kind of lighter, but it's really good. This time I got, it's called Berg, I guess for like Pittsburgh or whatever. So I got that one, and I got some more Brazil, so that's what I'm drinking. I think I got Brazil this morning, I can't remember. But it's either one or the other, the Brazil or the Berg. Berg is a little rougher. It's more like a Colombian roast. But yeah, I grind my own beans ever since that. Before that, I was drinking Maxwell House. I tried drinking Maxwell House after I was grinding my own beans, and I couldn't go back to it. It just tastes like dirty water. I used that bean grinder for a couple years, then the blades started getting dull on it, so I ended up getting another cheap one. Figured just get the cheap ones and grind the beans up that way. But my oldest son there, he's got a hand crank bean grinder. He gave me his old one. It was pretty neat. I got it down here in case I want to make coffee behind me. Tim Hortons, it's not bad. I mean, it's strong. Tim Hortons coffee's strong. Do you got the bag that you take home? You got the grounds, or you got beans, or do you just DoorDash it every day and have them bring it to you out in the field? Old school. That's what I am. I don't do any of that specialty coffee. I took my daughter through Dunkin's one time, and she said, "You want a coffee, Dad?" I said, "Yeah, I can go for a coffee." So we went through Dunkin's, and she tried to tell me what she wanted. I said, "I ain't ordering that." Yeah, it was a long list. It was something like 2 pumps of caramel and espresso. What's wrong with just coffee? Beans? Yeah. That's the way to go. I mean, years ago, I'd have never thought that, but... And I don't think it's any more expensive than the Maxwell House. Have you priced that in the store lately? Little 1 pound bag of the Berg and the Brazil up at that Pittsburgh Allegheny Coffee Company was almost $40. They're just small bags. while ago when the kids were littler, the wife got me one of them ones you put the K cups in, and I used it for a long time, but it ended up getting slower and slower. And a Keurig, that's what they're called. You from the Berg? No. I live in East Liverpool, Ohio, near Youngstown, Ohio, if you know where that's at. So Pittsburgh's about an hour away for me. Northwest PA. You don't realize how big Pennsylvania is until you got to drive all the way through it. Alright, I think I'll do get the Field 29 picked up first, and we'll start making bales. Hay bales out of that Field 29 over there. Get this, I'm at Field 8 picked up first. They get to the bunker. actually work up that way too. Not in Pittsburgh, but pretty near it. Wonder if when you put grass and alfalfa in the same bunker, if you can do that. I mean, I don't see why not, because once you put it in there, it turns to chaff. But I don't know if it'd be considered like a alfalfa silage and a grass silage. I don't know if those would be separate. But once it's in here, it's called chaff, so I don't know how the game would actually know the difference. Up to 162 in there now. Because what I was thinking was just leave that there until the alfalfa grows, because I haven't even opened that other 150,000 liters of silage. I was still using the bales, but I think I'm about done with the bales that I started with. Bales of silage, that is. I'll find out. Probably be around August before I need to mow again, once I get the alfalfa planted in here. Got to figure out what I'm doing with field 29 as well. See what I'm planting in there, do like a crop rotation. Because I'm kind of limited on fields, and I still need some other crops before I can even start producing the pig food myself. I'll show you guys. I don't know, just here for it, but I got this one too. It produces 2 different recipes of pig food. The first one takes corn, barley, canola, potatoes. We got canola planted. I can buy potatoes fairly cheap. We got barley planted. I don't have corn. Then the second recipe takes sorghum, wheat, sunflowers, and sugar beet. I don't have anything except for the wheat. I do have wheat. I have wheat in a silo, and I have wheat planted. So, like I said, there's still some crops I need there for producing my own pig food. But I'm not sure which way I'm going to go with it. I'm going to have to sit down and figure it out, which is going to work best on the crop rotation. I'm going to start ramping up the cows on this farm too, so I know I'm going to need the silage. I'm going to start using much more than I already am. Which, through the winter, I didn't use a lot. I didn't have to mix too much on that one. But I'll have to show you guys winter on this one. Maybe we'll do like a winter playthrough next winter on this. Because the amount of snow that I had to deal with, just to ride the horses and everything, was crazy. I got to get some salt, some winter equipment for this farm. I didn't have anything. I was using that little telehandler, and it was doing all it could do. I posted the photos. But I'm just going to let that silage pile up. We're going to try to dump the alfalfa in there when I'm right in here. Dump it on top. That way everything's together. If not, I'll just use the next one. It doesn't really matter. I was just wondering. Because I don't think I'll be using this one for quite some time. I don't even know how many liters bunkers these size would even hold. I don't know that I need 6 of them. I mean, the ones on the other side, there's like 2 smaller ones, and there's the center one's huge. Where I have the animal trailer park, that one's huge. I won't even be able to begin to fill that up. Be a little bit left there. I didn't know if I'd get it all or not. Alright, I'll come back for it. That manure heap on the left there, that's where all the manure goes. The pigs, the cows, everything. There's like 4 cow barns on this, and they're all tied together underneath. It's actually a pretty neat setup, the way this whole farm right here is laid out. So there's almost 80,000 liters of manure over there. That's why I was trying to figure out if I could build that compost and maybe double the price of it, what I can sell it for. That would be a little bit better, and I'll use the composts in the orchards. Go get that last little bit, and I'm not going to smash that down today. I think I'm going to put more in there. I might smash it down after stream here, but I do have a roller, but it still takes a while. And another thing about this map is it's supposed to compact faster. I think it does a little bit. It's one of the features of the map, which is probably good, because as big as those bunkers are. Get one of them bunkers full, it'd take the whole stream just to crush it down. Compact it. Okay, so now we can get the baler set up. Go bale the hay, because I get the hay bales. Because we got bale storage on here, it's pretty much endless right now. We're over 200,000 in this one. Definitely going to need a conveyor to get this out of here. I mean, we could use the telehandler, that bigger bucket, but that'd still take a while, especially if I'm going to get a truckload and sell it. Because I think I'm going to end up selling some of that. Like what I don't use in a year, maybe I'll just end up selling it. That's the coon. I wonder if it's wonder if my little case has enough horsepower for it. Oh yeah, 195. The case is what, over 300. I thought so, because I started this map. It come with a few smaller tractors. I got rid of those, and then I seen that New Holland on one of the sales, so I had to get it because it's got the highest horsepower. But now we need money to repair it, so don't really want to take any more of a loan. I had that mishap with building the chicken coop last week there. Ended up costing $15,000 more than what it should have. So I took the hit on that instead of giving the money back. Figured that's just a farm mishap. That's how I'm going to play it. That's our wheat over there. I still got to get the weeds out of field 5 up here where we planted the oats. Yeah, I did get the oats planted off stream last week. And field 4 up here, whoever owns that, Peter owns it. They ended up planting oats right beside it, so. I don't know how many bales I'll get out of this one. I think I still have almost 20 bales of hay back in the bale storage. Normally I'll clean everything up, repair all the equipment in February, but on games that I play through, but I didn't have the money for one to repair everything. That's why the New Holland's still struggling. And for two, there was so much snow on this map that I'm pretty sure it was like triple the amount I've ever seen on even not Elm Creek, that's the old one, Riverbend Springs. got a few more bales out of that. Oh, there's a couple spots there where the tires were. I'll clean that up. But I think I'm still pretty good on straw, hay, and silage to keep the animals, keep the cows fed that I do have. I think that's where we're going to leave it, guys. Some things to do today here. I'm going to get those weeds out of field 5 there we're looking at. I'm going to get these bales cleaned up. Next week when we come back, I'll probably set up to do... We'll be moving them cows for sure. The 11-month-old ones. Right there. We'll be moving them over to the production pen and maybe getting some more baby cows to put in their place there. So we'll do like a cattle rotation. Here's the baby ones that the production pens are over here. So we're going to be doing that. I want to look at that compost production. Where was it at? Construction. This one. I'd like to get one of these put down there near the orchards and see if we can actually double the price. So I'm planning on setting up to get that next week. That's where we'll be at next week when you guys come in and see me. I appreciate you guys coming in, seeing me, Farmer X, hanging out and chatting. I appreciate that. Gives me something to talk about. I usually don't have a problem with finding something to talk about, though, because I like to talk about this map. But we're going to leave there until next week. I won't advance too far. It'll probably be May when we come back here. It's April 1 right now. But we did make a little bit of money. Show you the finances. They're terrible. It's all red. Look at it. It hasn't... this is the first white that I've seen. Like I said, we got a $15,000 loan. But that's where we're going to leave it. And that's what I'm going to do off stream. I'll probably get that squared away and get it set up for next week. And that's about all I'm going to do until next week, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate all of you. That's all the time we have for today. I'm going to go ahead and save this. And we'll see you next time.
Thanks for coming, thanks for staying. Good times growing, crops are laying. Hit that like and subscribe today. Catch us next time, same old way. Don't miss out, hit that bell. Farmer Jim's where stories swell. Weekend mornings, don't be late. We'll see you then, same time, great.